Hello all, welcome to another session in this course. As part of this session, I am going to cover the next topic, that is different browsers supported by Playwright. So what are the different browsers which are supported by the Playwright test automation tool? Browsers supported by Playwright test automation tool, or browser supported by Playwright. In simple words. You see, if you create some automation scripts, if you write or create some automation scripts with the help of this Playwright test automation tool, and when you run that automation scripts, those automation scripts can run on which browsers? What are the list of browsers on which you can run the automation scripts which are created by this Playwright test automation tool, in simple words? So, the list of browsers which are supported by Playwright are nothing but the browsers on which the code which is created using the Playwright test automation tool can run. Okay. So what are the list of browsers? Let me explain. So instead of directly going to the browsers, let me explain this in a different way. That is, first let's look into the browser engines. What are the different browser engines which support this Playwright test automation tool? So there are three browser engines, guys. There are three browser engines. It's not browsers, guys. I am saying browser engines. Okay. So what are the three browser engines on which are supported by this Playwright test automation tool? One is Chromium browser engine, WebKit browser engine, and Firefox browser engine. These are the three varieties of browser engines which support the Playwright test automation tool. So coming to the Chromium browser engine, what are the different browsers which are created using this Chromium browser engine? There are three browsers, guys. One is Chrome browser by Google Chrome. Okay, what is the company behind this Chrome browser? Google Chrome. Edge by Microsoft Edge. And then we have this open source. Okay, this is also by Google, guys. Chromium is also by Google, but it is an open source. Okay, open source Chromium. Chrome, Edge, Chromium are the three browsers which actually use this Chromium browser engine, and hence these three browsers are supported by Playwright test automation tool. Whatever the automation scripts you write with the help of this Playwright test automation tool can run on any of these browsers because they use Chromium browser engine. After that, we have another browser engine which is supported by Playwright test automation tool, that is WebKit. From WebKit, which browser will get? WebKit is one of the browser engine. Okay. WebKit browser engine is generally used by Safari. Which company is behind this producing this Safari browser? Apple. Okay. Apple Safari. Then another browser engine is Firefox. So it has a browser known as Firefox. Mozilla is a company behind this Firefox browser. So finally, if you talk about the browser engines which are supported by this Playwright, means Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox. And if someone asks you what are the different browsers that are supported by Playwright, means Chrome, Edge, Chromium, Safari, Firefox are the different browsers which are supported by this Playwright. And one more thing I need to cover, guys. Okay, so before going to this more details, I need to cover one thing, that is, let's open the browser and go to the official website of Playwright. When you go to the official website of Playwright, if you scroll down here, you can see the list of browsers which are actually supported by. These are the list of browsers which are actually supported by Playwright. Chrome, Google Chrome, which belong to this Chromium browser engine. Then we have Edge from Microsoft Edge, which is also using the same Chromium browser engine. And since Chromium is an open source, guys, generally we don't use it for automation purpose. We generally in real time, most of the applications we browse on Chrome and Edge, so you can ignore this part. But still, it supports that Chromium browser also, which is an open source browser. Then next one is WebKit browser engine, what is a browser which is based on this WebKit browser engine? Safari, Apple Safari. You see here Safari browser is there. Next is third one is Firefox browser engine, for which Firefox browser is there. Which company is behind this Firefox? Mozilla is a company. Okay, so Firefox. These are the major browsers which are supported by the Playwright test automation tool. So when you write the automation scripts, when you create the automation scripts or write the automation scripts in this Playwright automation tool, you can run those automation scripts on any of these listed browsers here. That's one thing. And next thing that you need to understand here is, this is also very important, guys. This point is also important. Apart from the list of browsers which are supported by Playwright, Do we have to install this Chrome browser in my machine? Do I have to download and install this Chrome browser, Firefox browser, all this separately I need to download and keep a local copy in my machine? The answer is no. For running the Playwright test automation scripts, okay, for running the Playwright test automation scripts, when you install the Playwright in your machine, when you install the Playwright automation tool in your machine, along with the Playwright, you'll automatically get this Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox binaries, which includes all these browsers needed for automation. You don't have to separately download and install the Chrome browser in your computer machine. You don't have to separately download and install the Firefox browser in your machine. You don't have to separately download and other browsers you don't have to install in your machine, guys. Rather, when you install Playwright, Playwright will automatically download some browsers, its own instances of the browsers Playwright. Okay, no need to manually download different browsers for running the Playwright automation scripts in your machine. If you install Playwright, Playwright by default will come with this browser engine binaries, that is Chromium browser engine binary, WebKit browser engine binary, and Firefox browser engine binaries, which contains all the copies, okay, copies of these browsers. Again, you don't need to download them and install them in your machine. So even though you don't have Chrome browser in your machine, it's not visible. Even though you don't have Firefox browser in your machine, but when you install Playwright and run the automation scripts created using Playwright, that automation scripts will automatically launch Chrome browser even though you don't have Chrome browser in your machine. Okay, because Playwright has its own instances of these browsers. Okay, all this list of browsers instances will be automatically downloaded and kept as a separate copy for Playwright. Okay, Playwright copy of browsers will be there. So this you will understand more. Okay, this point whatever I am trying to explain you, you'll understand more when I show you how to install Playwright, how to set up Playwright, and how to run the automation scripts using Playwright on different browsers. At that point of time, you will understand how the Playwright is keeping a copy of its own browsers. Okay, by by coming by default with this browser engines like Chromium, WebKit, and Firefox. So fine, that's all, guys. That's what is the important thing that you need to understand. Okay, as part of this session. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.